Welcome back, Zip Nation, as we continue our Football Coach College Dynasty playthrough with Coach Eric Taylor leading the Akron Zips, trying to become the real Ohio power, not the Ohio State University. It has been a rough grind so far, but tonight we're pulling back the curtain on that offseason hustle, starting with a look at the recruits that we've snagged up from the transfer portal. Hopefully things are going to go well for us as we get into signing day. Then we're going to put those hard-earned dollars, what little we have, to work investing big in our program with facilities and the academics and the stadium, and doing what we can to make things bigger and better, to build a foundation that's going to last and help us improve. And when the dust settles, we're going to hit the gridiron once again to see if our training works for us and gets us new talent, as season 3 is going to kick off with hopes as high as ever, because we're going for, that's right, 3 wins this next season for season 3. So buckle up, because Akron's the real power play is just getting started, and we are going to hopefully start to build this program and continue to grow. So I've got the recruits ready. We've been trying to get something. I don't think we're going to get some of these. We got some NI deals out there. There's a lot of good ones that we're interested. It's going to be tough for us to win some of these over, but I'm going to hope. I love the potential of several of these. If they can get a big boost, they would be fantastic to provide something to our program. I'm also going for a transfer out of Georgia Tech, Maddox Carlisle. He is nothing special compared to what we have. He's about what we do, but that A- potential is something I'm looking forward to, that maybe he can be an answer to us. So with that being said, let's see how things go. Now, we only have 7 scholarships available, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that we will probably for sure get. But I want to see if these guys come in first. Actually, you know what? Let's reorganize these. Let's get this 2-star recruit down here. He's worse than the rest, so we're going to keep him down there. We'll get him for sure, but we're not going to worry too much. Oh, actually, we haven't even offered to him. Well, let's offer something to him. So that way, if these other guys say no, we'll at least get him. All right. So hopefully we kick this episode off with some good news from these recruits. And it is time to check out to see what we got. We did get Maddox Carlisle. That's really good. The tight end, Brady Dang from Colorado. He is a C+. Missouri State, we were trying to catch them with our NIL. Oh, we did not catch them. That NIL money was not enough. Again, we just don't have the recruiting pitches to do it. This is one we are favored for an A- defensive lineman coming from Texas, and we did bring him in. That one, the NIL money was enough to pass Texas State. That's a big win, because he's going to be able to start for us probably day 1. Now let's check. Did we bring in the tight end? We do need to get some tight ends here. And we did get one, 74 overall, coming in. Oh, that's fantastic for us as well. So let's see. Are we going to get Max Weaver? It doesn't look like we are. Yeah, I didn't offer him any money. I didn't offer him any money. I only had so much to go around. The linebacker spot, we got a shot at this one. And we did win it by 12 points over Washington State. Woo, $340,000 was just enough. Washington State came in a little bit too late. They were too far behind. And we get another freshman, 71. C-, I don't care. If 71, he can go right into the team. Defensive lineman with B, we do not. We lose by 90 points. Coach Taylor needs to get out there a little bit more, put in the hustle. And we went for a wide receiver. I don't know why we can't throw the ball. So let's see. Are we going to pick up? We've got an offensive lineman. We got another tight end, a wide receiver. Missed out on a couple, but we weren't worried too much about them. That is a very good recruiting class for us, because when you look at these numbers, this high school recruits, the transfer recruits, we got a junior college linebacker who's going to go right into the starting lineup. This is the beginning. We have to survive this season. If we can get these guys in to become sophomores, the other ones become juniors, our first recruiting class, things will be looking on the bright side. Let's scroll all the way down. 118th. See, we're not even the worst. We're better than 20 other schools. But that's also rating it based on stars. We don't do it based on stars. We're doing it based on potential and skill levels instead. Now we get to see what we can invest into our school. Prestige, we are 1 star. We actually lost 114 points. Who could have imagined? But we we got a lot of fourth downs. Got $12 million in the bank there. $5 million from our conference deal. That didn't change. We got $6 million here. We have 2 great donors. We got the $13 million payday for $37 million. So we are going to max out that NIL money. We are going to resolve the debt for our coaching staff, and we are left with a lot of money. We're going to cover the maintenance, add $1 million to everything, and then we're going to go back and see if we can get our facilities up, because that is going to be the thing. It will help us recruit, but at the same time, it's going to help us hopefully get these base gains up, give the bonus for the development. That's what we want to do. So let's spin to level 7. Now we're up to C facility, so it gives us 8.75% bonus to player development. That is a full 1.75% better. That is what we want from these potential guys. We get a base gain of 2 now for preseason trainings, so we're going to be able to elevate them even further. And we get 32% scouting from recruit camp visits. Do we have the ability to go to level 8? We do not. So we're going to do $2 million in each of these. I'm not overly concerned about upgrading and next. Well, can we get marketing? We can get marketing. Now we're an F with a 0% bonus for recruiting points per dollar instead of a negative 4% penalty for recruiting points. And instead of prestige games are given a -1 penalty, we have 0% penalty. And the poll vote, not that we needed polls anyways, but that is better than nothing. So we're going to put the rest, just lump it into facilities, because the goal will be within 2 seasons, if we can, to get to level 8. I don't know. We're not going to have that big payday probably coming in this time, but that is huge. Now we're up to a 23 level school, and the facilities are really solid for us. That's good news. Now it's time to see the boosters. We need to keep that diamond guy. He's important for us. And if we can keep him, all right, we kept the diamond, we kept the silver. He's getting up there in age, though, so hopefully we don't lose him. Nobody new's coming in. That's not a surprise. Why would anybody want to support this one? No realignment, so we don't have to worry about that. But the top 2 are the ones who are going to have a shot to move up. That's not going to be us. We could move down, so we have to at least get to 2 stars so we don't drop down to one of these others where we would get paid even less. So the goal is to stay here unless we get on some kind of hot streak and increase our prestige real quick in the next 3 seasons to maybe get to move up. I'm not going to hold my breath on that one, though. As far as the schedule goes, we have Ohio State down near the end this time. We are going to just go ahead and do that. We're going to knock them off. We're going to be their one loss. We're going to derail their hopes of a perfect season. Probably not. We do have to fulfill the UC Davis and the Kennesaw State. We could do that later. I do like facing both of them because they're bad and we need to win something. We could take $1 million from somebody else, like a Sam Houston State. They're not much better than us. We have a weak schedule up ahead. We'd still keep UC Davis. It does bring in $1 million. Then we could go back and finish off Kennesaw State the next season. We have plenty of years to finish it. We also have plenty of years to finish Ohio State. But I feel like we should, well, you know what? We need to keep our job. So maybe we just need to go for a school that we can maybe beat. Like UTEP. What was their record? 6-7. We can do that. We don't know if we're going to need to win that to keep our job or not. So let's do that. We'll come back to Ohio State in the future. We have plenty of time to fulfill that. So let's lock that in. It gets us $2 million. We need that $2 million. We need to invest everything we possibly can. And it is now time to everything. We're not changing anything in between seasons. So let's get ready for that next year. Well, it is time to take a look at the results, and I am glad. Look at this. Mario Parks, a safety, going from 82 overall to 91 overall, 100 speed, 97 tackling, 98 zone coverage, which is awesome because that's what we play. Let's take a closer look at all the positions. We need to see some improvements because it was depressing looking at the changing position section. So Mr. Howe now has 80 accuracy, 85 quarterback IQ. He can actually play now for us. Spencer Higgins is up to 77 accuracy, 81. He could play for us as well. So that's both good. Now, Maddox Carlisle, the guy we brought in, his accuracy is only 71, 73. So if he will just stay with us for one more year, that's great. Wiggins, unfortunately, his potential got worse. Carlisle's got better, which makes we can't use him this year, not if these guys are doing well. But if we're struggling or we're out of things at the end of the season, plug him in for games as much as we can to get him experience. It did not work for any of these guys. These guys are really bad. Donaldson looks like the most hopeful out of all of them. Running backs. We did get a +7 game from Hugo Burris. That's good news. 91 evasion. And a +4 from Benson. Green got a +4. So we got several gains there. Not much down here other than this is good news here. Isaiah Person is up to an A- in potential. He's going to look solid. I think his sophomore season, again, redshirt sophomore season, he should be close to what Burris is as a redshirt sophomore. But the good thing is we have both of these guys still for the next couple seasons potentially. So that our running game's looking better. Wide receivers are looking much better. I mean, we already have 2 in the 80s. Both seniors, but then our sophomore 75. We have a 71 redshirt freshman down here, Charlie Wilkins. A+, +4, Eric Griffith. So we'll have to see what we want to do there. Tight ends, that's going to be our weakest link. I like this A+, only he still didn't gain very much. We have potential with these two guys. We will move them above Liam Hayes because of that potential. And we're just bad at tight end. Offensive line, we at least have 2 in the 80s now. They're both seniors, though. Caleb Goodwin, as a redshirt sophomore, is showing promise. As far as run block goes, 85, 89, and 78. Not the best, but that's what coaching's for. That's what the training's for. But this is the good news. Look at all these 73, 74, 74, 76 from sophomores and freshmen that are all B or better potential. Again, next season and they are going to get a lot of playing time. These 3 right here especially. Adams will get a lot of playing time as well. We will probably move these guys up above Colin Best because all things considered, we need the experience instead. We have lots of potential down here that we're hoping somebody breaks through above everybody else. Kickers. All we care about is some accuracy, which we don't have a lot of. We've got Oakley, but he can't kick very far at 71. Kick power. We can train Shearer. If we can get a breakthrough on accuracy, that would be great. Defensive line, Seth Tate. He's come in. We've got Huff, Bruce Felton. So we're okay here. Not the best gains I was hoping for. But look, Christian Bentley is already starting to get better and better. He did play 8 games for us last season. We'll probably let him redshirt this season after he plays a few games. But he's already been jump-started that way. Linebackers, we do have Armando Starr, who's going to be a star in our system. He's up to above 80. Steven Swan. I mean, we have, again, decent numbers with potential waiting in the wings. The cornerbacks, a lot better than last season. And not many seniors. Not many seniors. So we should be even, if not standouts, we should be more complete next season. Safety's going to be a concern because we're going to go from having a 91 and a 76 to probably having just like mid-70s next season unless we can get some kind of big-time recruit. So that's a little worrisome. We are going to go back to the 3-4, I think, this season. We don't have a lot of great defensive linemen, so I want to use as few as possible. We've got our balanced playbook. We're going to try to run the ball first because although we're getting better with the passing game, our running backs have gotten better overall. Slow the tempo down. Pass play tendency, we will do balanced, I think. Be conservative with those progressions. And I'm happy with everything we've got there. The roster they aren't giving us the overall rating yet. It doesn't look like it. So I'm interested to see what it goes. The defense is looking very nice. Very nice indeed. And we know the offense is going to be better if they can just complete 55% of their passes. I would take that and we'd be set up. So now it's time. I'm going to go in. I'm going to do the initial spring recruitings and I'm going to do the trainings to get us set up for week 1 as we're going to try to see if we can make some progress and turn the corner in season 3. We are ready to go. We are through the summer recruiting and the practices and the trainings. We're able to get our guys a little better. Our athletic director, although he's an optimist, he is not happy with us. We are expected to win at least 2 games. We better do that. We have to beat Ball State if we want that bonus this time. If we win 3 or more, we get 1.875. We could have 7 or more. That's not going to happen. Score 15 or more points per game. I don't know that that's actually easy. I think it might be better for us to just keep it at 3+ games to win and hope things work out for us because I think there are several that we could beat. When we look at our roster, we are better this season. 78 on offensive talent, 79 on defensive talent, so 125th and 110th. That is quite a bit better on we're 1 better here. We're 3 better here on offense. I like our odds at winning 3 games this season. I do have the recruiting board set up. We'll take a look at that. So we got lots of guys with potential. I need to actually clear the recruiting actions here. We have lots of guys with potential, lots of Bs. We're going for them. We have a gym here in Michael Malone. We also have another gym down here. So we are going to make sure we go after those gyms fairly strong. We do not want them to get away from us. And so there's not a real big, we're going to go kind of in the middle of the pack there. We can get another quarterback interested in us. We've got this one. He's really weak. I went for him because of this potential. Who knows? I mean, we can take a flyer on him. We don't need a lot of scholarships to give away because we only have 25 total that we can bring in. These players we can offer whenever we want and probably win them over. So we don't need to go crazy. This is one that we definitely would like to win. Let's go ahead and offer to him. I don't see us getting him, but we're going to put it out there just in case. There's a bonus for us. We're going to also go ahead and offer to him. And to this guy. And to this guy who's a gem that nobody else is going after. He's our secret. We're going to go after these. There's another gem. Let's make sure we press that one. We can always do cuts. We can take the hit on our reputation. I'm not too worried about that. We have enough of one. If we have to take a little bit more, because I don't foresee us getting all of these players anyways, so we don't need to worry about that. Let's go ahead and offer to all of the guys that we're in a recruiting battle for. And then we will keep those others that nobody else is recruiting. And as we lose players to others, we will be sure to then see what we have out there. I am going after another kicker. We've seen how the kicking game can crush us. We don't want that to happen. I actually trained up all of our kickers as well. So when we look at our depth chart, I have to actually decide what kicker I want to go with. Because we've got the power, or not the power, but the accuracy. We've got the power, but not the accuracy. And we've got kind of on both. So it is going to be our junior because we're going to take the accuracy at 87. That is much more impressive. As far as quarterback's goal, I think we've got to go with the better overall thrower in QBIQ Higgins is there. Maddox Carlisle will get some reps this season at times. We'll make sure of that. The running backs, again, they're just pretty solid and decent. And I love that these two are sophomores with freshmen with potential behind them. That bodes well for us in the future. Wide receiver, I don't see any reason to make any changes there. Tight end, it's going to be bad. We're just going to hope for the best. Offensive line, we did try to train them up a little bit. It's not the best. Again, we got to try to survive, make it another year, because that's when these guys will kick in and we'll be able to hopefully get the benefits again. Same thing with the defensive line. And then our linebackers are looking good. 2 seniors, but then the other ones that are 3 seniors, but then the rest of them that are coming in. So these are going to be the 4 and our 3-4. We do have some potential. We need to find some linebackers this recruiting season, I believe, as well as safeties. Cornerbacks we're pretty deep on. I like seeing anything 70 above on the bench for a team this size, especially. Our prestige wouldn't expect us to have any more than that. We've got Alan Green with his 92 speed. It's going to be our number 1 returner. So apparently our safety is not good at returning the ball. And that's okay. But we're going to set our practice focus. They are a pass-first team, so we will try to limit that short passing. They are basically a mirror image of us. They do a nickel aggressive man. So we're going to focus on running the ball. That's our bread and butter. If we can actually get the ball being run, I like where we're at here. 4 years there. This is our 3rd year here. This is it. We've not played them before. Let's kick off season 3 and let's do it with a win. Let's see if we can get the ball. They are going to give us the ball. Let's start. We could start with a pass to see if things will be different, but instead we're going to start with a run because that's what we're doing. Alan Green with a 16-yard rush, keeping it on the ground. That's what we're going to try, and we are going to try an outside run. It is rainy. Oh, and as I say that, we fumble the ball. Great start, guys. Just as I was getting hopeful, we end up doing that. Let's try a play action pass. Okay, so Alan Green caught a pass from Howell. So apparently we can throw the ball maybe a little bit this game. And again, I jinx myself because as I say that, we absolutely stink at throwing the ball. We've got to keep this ball on the ground for a little while until we can't move it. So I guess we'll try the play action. Okay, we got closer. Do we do the inside zone? I prefer the option run. It's been a good one for us. And that time it got us 10 yards to get into their territory. We're going to try the option again. This time the read option this way. Oh, we're not going to do it again. Let's mix it up a little bit. And we get stopped at their 45. But we got them pinned in. Do not let them out of this. And we got it back at their 44. So that was good. And we're going nowhere fast at this rate. That was a good defensive stand for us. We're going to try the fullback dive. Got us the 5 yards through Hugo Burris, who is a strong, strong back. You want to pass it on this one? 2nd and 6. We're getting close to field goal range, so we want to try to keep making sure we get there. Hugo Burris is a strong, strong back. We're going to want that zone weak. It gets us close. I think now is a good time for that triple option. There we go. Kale Masters with the 6 yards. We're not going to pass it right now. We are going to continue to pound the ball. Getting closer and closer. Oh, yes, there we go. Make this happen. Make this happen. We're on the 5-yard line. Now we're on the 4. And we are in Emmanuel Benson with the 4-yard run. We kicked the extra point. We got it tied up. And a 3 and out gets us the ball back. You can hear the 8,600 in attendance saying absolutely nothing. They've probably sitting there. I'm surprised that many people came in the rain. Let's keep running the ball. So that one's becoming a little less effective. Let's try to mix it up a little bit. Inside zone instead. That didn't work. Let's try a different short pass. Not really big on trying to play action whenever. The double hitch worked, though. Graham Cleveland, a 9-yard pass. Howell is doing much better. We have 4:32 left. We're on the 50. I don't know that we need a deep attack on this one. I do think an option play would be effective. Power option, not as effective as I was hoping. The all hitches was, though, Jeffrey Smiley with a 33-yard pass. We don't see those. We're going to keep it on the ground because we want to not just keep it secure, but we want to milk that clock a little bit more as well. So now they've called a timeout. 2 minutes left. Let's try the pass play. Doesn't work, but we do get a field goal. And we got the interception with 1:26 left. We were on our own 46. Now 10-yard rush gets us closer. Let's continue to move that ball. Let's try a medium pass play. Strong flood. Does not work. The curls do. Gets us 3rd and 3. Now Alan Green busts through. Let's let the coordinator take this home. Called another timeout. We're at 3rd and 1. Getting through Emmanuel Benson. We're 2 yards. We are in field goal territory. 2nd and 1 on the 14. We're trying for it. Oh, we have to settle for a field goal, but I will gladly do that. 4th and 18. Man, the defense is doing great. So now we're going to go into chew clock mode with the defense running that way, because if we can take the lead, or not take the lead, but if we can make it a 2-possession game on this run, that would be gigantic for us. Let's try this read option. We haven't done that one. 2nd and 4, 3rd and 1. Let's pound it in there. Alan Green with a 2-yard rush. They are getting run over by us. Let's try the halfback slam. Mix it up a little bit. We're on 3rd and 3. We're not going to do the exact same thing. We will do the fullback dive strong, which gets stopped, but we get it into 2-possession territory. That's what we wanted. And we interception Armando Starr. We said he was going to become a star, and he returned it for 25 yards as well. We will not throw the ball. We're going to run the ball. Things are in our favor. We're not going to risk just letting the clock stop. Not right now. We're not that consistent. We're not used to winning, but now we're up 22-7. We missed the extra point. Of course we did. Let's hope the defense can stay. So we are up 15 going into the 4th quarter, but they are on the march. Took quite a bit. And they missed their field goal. 15. Let's continue to run the ball. 3rd and 4. Let's keep it going. 7-yard rush. No, sir, we are not, repeat, not going to pass it while we have this lead until it's 3rd and 7. So 9:28 left. 2 possessions. We'll try to pass it. Yeah, okay. Didn't work. Probably should have taken a little bit more time off the clock. But we held them. Less than 7 minutes left. This could be unprecedented territory, going undefeated for 1 week. But undefeated nonetheless. I like where my coach is at. Play action pass in this one seems about right. And it was Cale Masters, 9-yard pass from Howell. Alan Green with a 4-yard rush. Manuel Benson, we're going to run the ball. We're just going to run the ball here. Almost worked. Let's be aggressive. I like it, coach. And it worked. Alan Green with 2-yard rush, and we just shut him down 22-7. 362 yards. We held the ball for 40 minutes. They couldn't stop us. 4.1 yards per attempt, 61 rushes. Look at those pass yards per attempt. Howells doesn't do that. 110 yards. Doesn't sound like much, but he was 10 of 19. I know Sam Houston State's not that great. They've got a horrible defense. But that's a huge win for us. We've already got 1 win in the books. 1 more to hopefully keep our job safe. 2 more to maybe start growing some prestige and getting some favor with our athletic director, as well as getting some experience to get us new badges and to level up our coordinators. Now, unfortunately, Mr. Crawford got hurt for 2 weeks, our one good tight end. And Alan Green has a minor injury that has knocked him down as well. So let's take a quick look at our depth chart. He's our 3rd running back, so we can probably just keep it as is. Well, no, I think we're going to put Hester in there. Let the freshman get a little bit more playing time. We are going to have to let Crawford, though, move to inactive. We don't want to risk that becoming a bigger injury, because if that does, we are in trouble when it comes to tight end. As far as recruiting goes, we got to schedule some more visits. I know they say not to schedule too early, but I like to schedule middle and then just kind of build up from there, unless there's some bonuses or some negatives around. The reason I do that is because if I do find a new recruit later on, or one that gets ready later on, I want to make sure I have a late game that I can bring them to if possible. So we're obviously not going to get all these recruits that we're gunning for. Let's see if anybody else. So nobody else is going for him. So we're going to pull back on that. And we will, are there any others that nobody else is targeting? So no, Rice has not started targeting him yet, so we're not going to bother putting anything in. These guys are. They are not, so we can move them off for now. We are not going to move him off this. We want to get this. This could be a steal for us. This one we could remove from. If they get back into it, we already have a lead. Again, they're not trying anything there, and he's a kicker. We'll keep him there because it's a gym. We want to go after the gyms, although we didn't offer him a scholarship last time. That was an oversight. We don't need to worry about that one necessarily. Where are we at on the third one? We do need to target this one. Not that targeting is going to do very much. No one's targeting him. This is one here that we need to make sure we go after. IU's not that far behind, so let's go ahead. That same with Eastern Michigan. If they decide to get into the race, they could close that down. Actually, we don't need the receivers as much, though. Let's go for safety. We need the safety. All right, we're going to do one more game, and we're going to see, can we go ahead and meet our goals for the season by beating Central Michigan? I'm getting my hopes up, but I think we have reason to be hopeful that this could be a turnaround. So, again, we are fairly even with them. If the defense can shut them down like the last time did, if we can run the ball, because they did not do well, whoever they played last game. Who did they play? They played Oregon State, and Oregon State ran the ball on them a lot. So that gives me a glimmer of hope that we can do this. We lost to them 25-6 2 seasons ago to make us 0-5. So hopefully that is not going to be the case. We can pay them back on this one. We are going to try to receive. The reason why I want to set the tone, I should have not let him call a pass play. What was I thinking? Well, that didn't work either. So we did set the tone, unfortunately, not well. And we fumbled the punt. 3 and out, only to fumble the punt. Let's let the coordinator see what he's got up in store. Play action pass doesn't work. I don't like the end around right now. I don't think that's our strong suit. So that was much better. Again, let's line up, and we're going to audible. We're going to audible to fullback dive. Did not work. But we are close enough for that option. Why is it raining again? 42-yarders. Our guy doesn't have a big leg, but he had a big enough one there. Okay, there we go. 7-3, not the worst. Our defense is looking decent. We got to give them more help, guys. We got to throw the ball better than that. How? Let's keep it on the ground. Apparently, we're going to have to. Oh, right. There we go. Making the moves. 4th and 1. Go for it. Nicholas Hester with the 12-yard rush. Isn't that the guy that we just... It is. That's the freshman. The redshirt freshman. Well done, sir. And then he runs for 9 yards. He wants to prove himself to us. Your coach is watching you, buddy. We are watching. Manuel Benson with a 10-yard rush, and then we get one. We are going to keep it. We know this is their weak spot. Hugo Burris there, and then Hugo Burris with a 7-yard touchdown run. 10-7 lead. Let's let the defense gets in there and shuts them down, only to fumble Nicholas Hester. That is not going to get you in our good graces. You are lucky the defense is spot on at the moment. Look at that. Jeffrey Smiley Howe actually made a pass. And then we had it, and they got a touchdown. 40-yard pass. just as I was talking about the defense, but we are leaving the defense out to dry way too often here. They're playing great. We got to get them some help. And nothing to it. We will get it back on the ground. Okay, so now we have the ability to run the ball again. We don't have to rush. We are not going to milk the clock yet. We're not ahead. We aren't desperate at the moment because we've been able to move the ball. We've been able to stop them. We have to stop the turnovers, though. Hey, Jeffrey Smiley, how? Well done. Okay, we'll try the end around. The coach really wants to try it. It did work for a little bit. Let's try the halfback stretch. That's not encouraging. Curl flats. Pin him back there. Get the ball back. Not the worst. Would have liked to have got... Oh, okay. Manuel Benson, 31-yard rush. Burris with 11 yards. I thought we could keep it going. I want to get close enough for a field goal at minimum. Oh, wow. Benson, 18-yard rush. That's even better. 14 yards out. Let's try the option. Triple option. Doesn't get it to us. Hester's in now. He's getting stopped. And then we get Benson, 13-yard pass from Howell. Let's try the inside zone. We're on the 1-yard line. We are going to do the fullback dive and get in Hugo Burris. Tied up in the beginning of the fourth quarter. 3 and out for Central Michigan. We aren't going to throw it yet. We don't need to. No, we're not going to try that one either. Let's do the sweep. Got us closer. I think we stick with the outside run and we do the stretch. Benson got just enough, 5 yards. Oh, and then Benson got more than enough with a 44-yard rush. Hugo Burris with an 11-yard touchdown run. That is an awesome drive. Come on, defense. We're playing a lot of man defense for two guys who like to play zone. All right. We need to get the field goal at least. Says that our runs are becoming a little more effective, a little less effective on the inside. So let's try some option runs and some different things to try to make... Oh, that didn't work. The outside run is doing a little better. We're hoping the defense can stand firm. Oh, we bent. Oh, 4th and 2. They got it 4th and 6, and they turn over on downs. A defensive stand. The pass was deflected by Alejandro Guy. That's our guy. And we win it again. We have just tied our school record with 2 wins in the first 2. It's an undefeated season. This is the year. This is the year. We're going all the way. Undefeated. Ohio State who? Yeah, that's right. We're already going to do it. Big win. That is awesome. Hal was very efficient for us. Benson was a monster. He's a sophomore. So was Burris. Hester did well outside of the fumble, but Burris, 3 touchdowns. Well done, sir. Well done. How did Mr. Starr do? 2 passes deflected, 4 tackles. Swan did well. Where's our safety? Mr. Parks. He had 2 tackles, a pressure, and 2 pass defenses last game, and he had 4 tackles this game. That is a gigantic win. We can breathe easy and rest easy for the rest of the year, as now we're trying to win that extra money, get that 3rd win, but not just that, but now can we start to get our prestige up and just look better? So our lineman, not the worst. It's a minor injury. I don't think, he doesn't even really play. We don't need to worry about that. Nobody's healthy. So things are looking good. It is a strong start for us. We've won at least 2 games. Look at this. We're ranked 110th. Things are looking good for us there. We've almost cashed in on the donation on that one. Ball State looks to be struggling, which is always a good sign. So maybe we can cash in there as well. The next few games, Miami of Ohio, really strong. Western Michigan will be a little stronger. But we have a team, talent-wise on paper, maybe we get to 500 this season, I think should be our goal. Win 4 more games. UC Davis, Ball State, UMass, Buffalo, Eastern Michigan. I think we can win 4 more. It's looking good for us. It's looking good. Look at this. We are a defensive juggernaut against teams that aren't very good. So we'll get put in our place eventually. But until then, we're going to enjoy the ride. Coach Taylor is proud of his boys. We are growing as a program. We are getting stronger. The foundation is laid. And now we've already got the safety, so we can build on this, build our reputation, and wait for then those freshmen and sophomores to really blossom in the next 2 years as they become upperclassmen and carry this team, hopefully, to new heights. So I want to thank all of you for checking this video out. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to leave likes, subscribes if you haven't already. They really do help the channel grow. And I will see you on the next episode and hope you have a great day until then.